You might have heard that live shopping is exploding. And I have to tell you, I have been on Whatnot for a couple of weeks now, and I see why it is. Now, Whatnot is my sponsor, and they are the reason I got on the platform and checked it out. I'm glad they did. They made it easy for me. I'm going to make it easy for you. I love it. Whatnot is where you get great products without paying full price. It's that simple. I'm hooked on their live shows, too. You got to see them. They're so much fun. And I see why Whatnot has climbed to the top of the App Store. And listen, if you're selling online, or maybe you have a storefront and you're hoping people will find your listing or maybe walk in your store, Whatnot flips that, because on Whatnot, you go live and you sell directly to people in real time. And I may admit, although you didn't hear from me, I may have picked up a couple of power tools or so in the past couple of days. I'm just saying. Whatnot, it's the largest dedicated live shopping platform with beauty, collectibles, electronics, luxury, fashion, even cookies, and anyone can sell. In fact, people who sell on Whatnot sell 10 times as much as any other major marketplace. That's because you're not just listing products, you're building real connections with buyers. So whether you're shopping or you're selling, download the Whatnot app today and get free shipping on your first order. Just search WHATNOT, Whatnot, in the App Store and start scoring amazing deals. It seems that everybody I know has a love-hate relationship with their sleep quality. And they all have a really strong opinion about their mattress. I know I did. Helix Sleep is my sponsor today, and my strong opinion is I love my Helix. I track my sleep. Do you? I was not getting enough deep sleep, the kind that restores your body. My wife says I was just a grumpy old man. I said, no, it's my mattress. And I was right, because it changed when I got my Helix Sleep mattress. I start on my back, I turn on my side, so they can customize their mattress to fit my personal needs. They can do it for you, too. In fact, Helix has 20 unique mattresses. By the way, I up my deep sleep from 30 minutes to over 2 hours, and I put an end to that tossing and turning. It's awesome. Free shipping, 120-night sleep trial, limited lifetime warranty, and the Happy with Helix guarantee with seamless returns and exchanges. Go to helixsleep.com/dailyboost for 20% off site-wide, 25% off Luxe mattresses, 30% off Elite mattresses. That's helixsleep.com/dailyboost for 20% off site-wide, 25% off Luxe mattresses, and 30% off Elite mattresses. Make sure you enter our show name after checkout so they know we sent you. helixsleep.com/dailyboost.
How are you? Happy Memorial Day. You celebrate with us here in the United States of America. Memorial Day is the day that we honor our fallen military folks, the folks who gave the ultimate sacrifice and did not come home to us. I'm a son of a Navy chief, a military brat. I grew up in the Washington, D.C. area. And one of the things that kids up there do when they go on field trips is they go down to Arlington National Cemetery and you go to the tomb of the unknown soldier. I have been there dozens of times. If you ever have the chance to make that journey, please do. It is a solemn place. This is the Daily Boost from MotivationToMove.com, the positive boost you need every single day. And no, I'm not here today. I pre-recorded this so I could do the things I need to be doing on this holiday. But I do have some questions for you. It's about goal setting. Now, we talk about goal setting a lot. I think you're a goal-setting machine. You're kind of hardwired. I know that because if something catches your attention, you're like, whoa, that's interesting, and you go do it. You are a goal-setting machine. So if you use it to get exactly what you want, you can do amazing things. But there are a few things that make it actually work well. One of those is having great clarity about where you're heading. We'll talk about that today on the Daily Boost. It is me, Scott. Good to have you. Thanks for stopping by. It's a little odd today, so I ask your forgiveness because I'm off on an Operation Reinvention summer. A few weeks back, I guess a couple months at this point, a realtor called me, a friend of mine. She said, Scott, you want to sell your house? I said, thinking about it. She goes, okay. And she gave me a price. I think I can get this for you. I said, wow, that's enough to move out. She goes, where are you going to go? And I said, I think I'm just going to move into my motorhome, the mobile motivation machine, and just point north and then point west and just go and have some fun. Just pack up the dogs and the cat and the wife and everything else and go and have a fun time. Put everything in storage and just kind of drift until we figure out what we want to do. And that's what we're getting ready to do here. So you will hear some changes in the quality of this program. It's all the same system, but the mic will change. A few things will be different. I'll feel a little bit uncomfortable for a couple of days, I'm sure. But we're going to have an adventure this summer, and I invite you along for the ride. By the way, the new podcast, we will be redoing a 2.0 version of the Operation Reinvention podcast. That will be available as a members-only podcast, and the only reason is I just don't like to share all that information with the entire public. So it'll be something that'll be a private podcast. If you want it, you can get it at motivationtomove.com. So on a Monday, we always ask the question, have you done your homework? Did you sit down and look into your world and say, okay, how's my life going? Now, here, this is how simple it gets. And if you're not doing this, shame on you. Don't be silly. Do this. Look at your world and simply say, what do I like about it? And do I want to keep it? And if so, how do I make sure? Because life will change. Just when you think everything is good, what you love and what you just count on, you're confident in keeping forever, will change on you if you don't pay attention to it. So that's number one. Number two, what do you not like about your life? Things that maybe aggravate you or frustrate you or things you wish you had just maybe done differently over the years. What is that? It's not a bad thing. It's not negative. It's just looking at the world and saying, I think I'll change. You do those two things and simply say, what do I love and what I not love so much and want to change? And suddenly, magically, it begins to happen. For a few more weeks, the Perfect Week Planner will be available to you at motivationtomove.com. That'll help you manage your time. It'll help you get control of your homework. Go do that. It's free just for you. Go grab it. Okay, let's talk about goals today because I realized, strangely, that I hadn't thought this thing through for what I'm doing right now, my Operation Reinvention Summer. And I thought, well, okay, I kind of did because I know what I'm going to be doing. But I thought, did I really go through all the steps as I got into what is going to be an amazing adventure for me this year? Let's talk about that. So have you ever had dreams? Ever have ideas about what you want to do for your future? Have you ever wondered why that inner voice is inside of you going, no, or come on, you can do it? I had a friend of mine here just recently, Croy. You know Croy, maybe. He was here and he spent 5 days with us and he literally was he had no place to go. He was between homes. I said, what you going to do now? He's in Colombia right now. I said, really? Have you listened to your inner voice? Have you seen the news lately? Because I just want to go to Colombia. Besides, Airbnbs are half the price down there, and did it. Those are the kind of people I like to hang out with. Got on a plane, went down to Colombia, and just followed his bliss. We'll see what happens in a couple of weeks. I haven't heard from him. So there's 4 questions that we can play with when it comes down to getting your goals. Help you sort things out, and that's a great thing to do. So if you're confused, if you're wondering, I'm not going to give you all the answers. This is not one of those things. It's where I can just simply say, do this, this, and this, but I will give you a mindset that will really help. So number 1, it's just a question. If there is a goal you're setting, if there's something you want to do, the question is, what is it? Now, it may sound silly. Well, of course I know what it is, but do you really? Do you understand exactly what you want and exactly what it is? Do you? Because if you don't, you're going to meander a bit. With me and my adventure this summer, I know essentially what it is. I'm moving out of my house. I'm packing everything up. I've got it logically figured out. I know what I'm doing. And I'm absolutely saying I want to be random for a little bit. I don't want to be on a schedule. I want to do things differently. Absolutely, I know what it is. I'm very, very aware of it. Have you asked yourself that? What is it that you want? Have you looked at it in detail and said, okay, let me make sure I'm clear on that? That's the first thing you have to do. Number 2, how does it work? How will you go about reaching your goal? What will the likely outcome be? Now, back to me and what I'm doing this summer. How I do it, that's the first thing. I'm that kind of guy. I have to know I can get things done. Trust me, I would not have just picked up and put everything in storage and gone away if I wasn't able to do it. If I didn't have all the systems, the business systems and everything in place, if I didn't have the money in the bank, if I didn't have everything put together to be able to do it, I would not have done this. I had to ask, how's it going to work? And once I got to that point where I said, okay, I know exactly what it is. I know how it's going to work. And I can do this. Can you see how things start to get easier for you? A lot of folks stop there. They in many of the coaching calls I do, I'll ask people that. I'll say, well, okay, I know what you want. You just told me what you want to do, but how are you going to do it? How's it going to come together? How's it going to play out? And that's usually the question I ask. How's it going to play out? And it's amazing to me. I'm going to guess here about 80% of the time they have no idea. And oftentimes the answer is, well, I was hoping you can help me with that. And I can, and I will. But the truth is, if you can just answer that question, how's it going to work? You'll get about 95% of the way there. So what's next? Can you do it? So the first question is, what is it? Secondly, how does it work? And can you do it? Is your plan reasonable? Is it possible? Do you have the time? Do you have the skill? Do you have the money? Is it too soon? Maybe you should wait a year. I asked those questions as I was going into this new process I'm doing this summer. I certainly asked those questions. In fact, those are probably the only ones I did ask. But I really had to make sure that it was a reasonable thing, because the last thing you ever want to have happen is uproot everything. And no matter what kind of a foundation and safeguard you have in place, you don't want to chance that, do you? So can you do it? Is it reasonable? You know what my mom said? My mom's like, oh, you've done stuff like that before. You'll be fine. I didn't even ask her to say that. So I said, well, I'm 61. My mom's still giving me great advice. So can you do it? Is your plan reasonable? Do you have time? Do you have skills? Do you have money? There is one more question that goes with this very well. And this is the one that I think I can trip and I don't mean this in a bad way, but I can trip you up almost constantly. As a guy, as a coach, as a consultant who does the work that I do, trust me, I can keep you busy forever, really easily, in like a 2-minute conversation. And I can trip you up very quickly because I simply test and validate your thinking. That's all I'm ever doing. I don't care what you want to do. I just test and validate it to make sure that you have been challenged and you understand what you want to do. That last question is, are you sure? Are you sure? If you are willing to put out the effort, are you confident you can achieve your goal? Are you sure? It's such a small question. It's 3 little words, but my goodness, that's the one will stop most people. So let's go through it again. What is it? You know what you want. How does it work? Can you do it? Get what you want is reasonable? And are you sure that can happen? If you're not sure, you're probably not going to take off running in the direction you want to go, and you may stumble and bumble all around. That's why it's so important to have these answered before you begin. So why hold yourself back from turning your dreams into reality? All you really need is, obviously, a little bit of clarity. Just a tiny, itty-bitty bit of clarity oftentimes gets you away from the dream a little bit. It's the logical side of our thinking. Okay, we're dreaming first. Now let's logically work through this. And if you get positive answers all the way down, great, you're off and running. If you don't, you got some adjustment to make. That's all there is to it. Wow, so cool. So I'd love to have you join me on the Operation Reinvention podcast. I think I'm going to take about a week and a half to get it out. We're going to kind of get moved out of here and start fresh for the summertime. Fire up that Facebook group again and have some fun as we go on a journey for the summertime. The whole goal is, if you've ever dreamed of just saying, to heck with it, I'm going to do what I want to do and have some fun, and yet still be a functioning member of society like I'm going to be, we'll show you how to do that this summertime. It's going to be very cool. Walk on our talk all the way across the U.S. Maybe that far. We'll see how far we go. I'll see you tomorrow right here on the Daily Boost.